All right, all right. Good morning, everyone. So glad that you can join us here on our live stream. We've got a beautiful shot of the World War I Memorial Museum out there, checking out the City of Fountains. You can see all of our wonderful buildings out there just in the distance. It's a gorgeous day today. Obviously, we've got sunshine galore, high pressures in place. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon ahead of us. Really moving into Saturday, we've got a great opportunity. But by Mother's Day, well, we've got a few things that we're going to be tracking real close here for you. In the meantime, I want to say hello to all of you. Good morning. First Warn 5 meteorologist Greg Bennett here with you. Wanted to check out what we have on tap for us for the afternoon. This is it right here. Looks pretty good, right? Mostly clear to basically partly sunny skies that we'll get into. Just a few of us actually just a partly sunny. It's mostly sunny for the rest of the metro until you head out towards more northwest, and you could get into an opportunity for a couple more clouds out there. But wet weather holding off for now, and the temperatures are looking phenomenal. First and foremost, here we go again. I've got the 4 p.m. kind of sort of blocked here, so let me go ahead and switch that over and just show you what's going on with it. Yeah, there we go. It's another 74. That's basically what our high temperature is expected to be for today. Some of us will make it to about 76 degrees, and wind will be out of the northwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour once we make it into the afternoon. Let me show you the reason why that is going to be a situation for us, that northwest wind. And it's because of this. High pressure is starting to make itself known into the area. So we have got ourselves kind of a northwesterly track with that wind right now. And that's going to allow us to kind of drive, obviously, that 10 to 15 mile per hour breeze. I'm going to call it a mild breeze because we don't anticipate gusty conditions. You can see all the snow to the mountaintops there of those central southern Rockies out around Colorado, Denver kind of a region. Some shower activity all from an upper level low. That's our next system. That's the thing we're watching for when it comes down to our Sunday forecast. So be prepared. Wet weather's kind of sort of on tap for us. There we go. Takes about 2 seconds to pop up. We were trying to find that forecast model for you so we can show you what's going on out there as we move forward into our Sunday. Again, high pressure is going to be our dominant feature through today and tomorrow. So sunny skies. Yeah. First half of the weekend looking great. As we move through into Sunday morning, we're going to build up clouds, and a few isolated shower drizzles cannot be ruled out around our mid to late morning towards our western counties. But it's really early afternoon to late afternoon that we're starting to amp up those kind of isolated showers and thunderstorms. You can see a couple of them getting into reds and maybe some oranges. There is an opportunity for some pretty intense storm activity out there towards our west, hopefully keeping those at bay. But so far, the severe weather risk is lacking for us. We could still see wear and tear thunderstorms, and don't get me wrong, we could still get up to about 40, 50 mile an hour winds in those wear and tear thunderstorms, and we could still see hail, but the size of like a pea or a dime will be more likely for us. So it's still something we want to be able to let you know about so you can plan accordingly for that Mother's Day outlook. So yeah, it's more towards the day side, early evening, that we're getting into more of a significant wet weather affair. So we wanted to let you know about that, right? So plan accordingly for that. It gets more interesting as we move forward into our Monday forecast. Let me show you what I'm talking about there. There's Sunday night, right? We're watching this come through. Notice what we've got with the arrows or kind of those lines. They're coming out of the south for us, right? And then off onto the side of the screen where all the green is, it seems to start wrapping around something. That's another low pressure system that we're monitoring. It's coming out of the west and then provides us more of a broad, widespread affair of wet weather all day Monday. So umbrellas, yep, we're keeping them out. It's going to be a real good idea. And listen, this is not the only wet weather trend that we've got. We take a breather, looks like around Tuesday overall, and then we are back at it again Wednesday and Thursday. We've got showers and storms starting to rebuild from a front and low pressure system kind of combo. You can see the low itself remains to the north. We get the backside of it, along with some help from a trough system out there. So it is going to be another wet weather, trend that we're looking at. And I must say the actual chances for rainfall overall within this time span is pretty impressive. It's not super duper aggressive. We've seen worse, but it's definitely something that we need to be alert to. just from Sunday and Monday alone, I'm going to bring this all the way out to about Monday, 9, 10 p.m. There it is, 11 p.m. Could see about a half an inch of rainfall. So that's Sunday into Monday. The possibility of around a half an inch of rainfall on average to around the metro is looking common for us. But as we continue on with the rainfall all the way through Wednesday, Thursday, that's where it gets interesting, where we could be pushing closer to 2 inches of rain within that time span of the work week. So it's a lot of water. It's not necessarily in a short amount of time, but we have been saturated with wet weather. The ground is trying to, sop it all up. I don't know if you've seen the Missouri River lately, but my goodness, it is definitely getting, deeper and deeper there. We're getting a lot more water into that river. So more water to come and to funnel in to our main water system there, the river. So we'll see what happens with it. Maybe some more local areas could get into some minor flooding, concerns just because of where we're at with the shower thunderstorm activity. Overall, we have not seen a severe weather, buildup in this forecast. The rain chances themselves are high. But within that actual rain threat, the severe weather activity has been limited overall. We have seen, obviously the trend for wear and tear thunderstorms. That's looking likely for our Sunday. That's looking likely even into Monday's forecast. Marginal risks for severe weather are not popping in until you get down towards closer to Oklahoma. So even for them, that's on the low scale of severity. So this seems to be more of a soaker situation at this time. But listen, we're warming up the atmosphere to the middle and upper 70s. That's plenty of warm air. We just need enough to destabilize the atmosphere, get the mixing going, and there could be an opportunity for us to grow a severe weather threat. We're not out of the woods of it, so it'll be something that we track closely for you. But overall, this seems to be more of a wet weather affair over a widespread severe thunderstorm threat. And hopefully we can keep it that way. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's talk about your temperatures out and about for today. I've got your bus stop forecast here, even though the kids are probably at school. That's all right. We're going to show you all the way to the late afternoon where they get out at around the final bell. And 74 degrees, sunny skies. Pretty stuff out there. The pollen content, that's going to be a flip side for us. If you do suffer from allergies, just understand that, it is allergy season, right? We're getting the grasses going now. We're finally getting the trees going. The flowers are starting to release their pollen too. So it's going to be heightened for you when it comes down to your allergies. Just make sure you're taking that medicine before you head out the door. To start your day if you do suffer from allergies. We also have some high UV rays for today. Well worth your while to slap on the sunscreen if you're going to be outdoors, which I do recommend because it is going to be such a beautiful day out there for us. It's a 7.7. That's a burn time of about 25 minutes if you're in direct sunlight for 25 minutes without any kind of protection to the skin. So that means basically you could start to get the redness on your skin, and that's just going to continue to get, worse and worse and worse as you stay outside for longer periods of time without that protection. So well worthwhile the sunscreen for today and for tomorrow. Definitely worth the while to do some gardening and some lawn work today and tomorrow. But as we move on into Sunday, Monday, that's where we hold off on it because we've got such a wet weather pattern expected for the Missouri River Valley. Well worthwhile to do so. So yeah, friends, that's your forecast. I mean, really, it doesn't get any sweeter than that. I mean, that is what we anticipate through the next few days here. Some scattered showers starting to build a little bit more to our Mother's Day overall, and it's well worthwhile to plan accordingly. Have those umbrellas handy. I think that'll be something that we're going to have to watch out for. And not only that, but I mean, really, we're going all the way through into next week with this kind of wet weather train, of all these storm systems coming out of the west or the northwest for us, and they just pick up all that Gulf moisture, and it is something fierce. It's been a bit more active technically compared to last year for the start. In getting through spring and trying to slowly transition. We still got a while before we get to the summer season. I mean, technically, summer break starts for the next week or so for the kiddos, but then it's like another 4 weeks before we truly get to true summer out there. But it's already been a wet kind of situation for a spring overall compared to at least last year and the year before that. But the difference is where we have been with the activity with our severe storms. It's been kind of sort of hit or miss. We've been seeing a lot of wet weather, decent amount of thunderstorm activity overall, but we've had one significant kind of tornado threat to the area. We had one or two warnings prior to that with our first initial major line of storm activity, but this last one was much more impressive, and that's something that we have not seen in a couple of years right now. And we'll see if that is going to be the trend as we move through the rest of our spring season into the transitional phase of our summer solstice. So that'll be something that we watch closely here at KCTV5. But listen, there's a lot of exciting things that are happening here around town for this weekend. We're going to be talking about that on social media and our live stream. We also have our brand new weather show at 6:30 at night on KCTV5. It's literally called the First Warn 5 Weather Show, and it breaks down a lot of fascinating things, including some event forecasts for you hour by hour for this weekend. And there's also a fascinating thing that could be occurring right here to the Central Plains. How about checking out the Northern Lights? Yeah. There's a plausibility for that to occur here, and we're going to break down how we see the Northern Lights, how we even get to that point of seeing these wild colors in the atmosphere. We're going to have that broken down for you. We're going to talk about your Mother's Day forecast. We're going to talk about all these kind of lifestyle outlooks for you. We're going to talk about national weather and how it can affect us here on a local scale. And we get into fun, exciting science-related stories. It's a great show. We put it all together here. It's not just the weather team, but it's an entire crew of KCTV5 to bring you this programming. And it has been met with incredible reviews. And I've got to admit, it is a clean, fun show overall. And it comes with a lot of information, a lot of knowledge that is really digestible. And it's great to watch. It's just a good time overall. So come join us, 6:30 KCTV5. But also, don't forget that we are going to be doing some more live social media here. We're also going to be doing more live streaming throughout the day, the afternoon, and early evening. So check us out when we're on. And, of course, always check us out on KCTV5 and our website, too, kctv5.com. Let's do one more look. Well, we get some clouds. Oh, my goodness. We've got some cloud cover out there. Look at that. We got some clouds. I don't even know if you heard me spiel off all of that stuff because I just noticed that the mic was turned off. So you know what? We're going to do it one more time. Hey, listen, guys, it is well worthwhile to check us out at 6:30 tonight. We have got the last day of our premiere week of our First Warn 5 weather show, and it is a great, great show. So excited to bring that to you. Listen, it's got such fascinating stuff, including what you need to know when you head out the door for this weekend, especially for Mother's Day. But we've got lifestyle forecasts. We talk about national weather, the science over severe storms that may be happening within the country. We talk about science-related stories, and we've got something really exciting happening, coming up here, and that is the potential of seeing the Northern Lights even here to Kansas City. So we're going to break down why we even get to see these wild colors in the atmosphere and where we may have the best locations to see those Northern Lights. We've got Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris with First Warn 5 weather meteorologist Melissa Meter. She's going to be there too. And of course, Savannah Tennyson, Warren Sears, the whole crew is going to be out there to help you out and break down this really exciting stuff that we've got going on for that show. Check it out, and we will see you on the flip.